Hi guys, it's Aegis here, and it's been a while since I do another deck profile. Sorry that I can't upload any fight videos lately. I do have a stock of some like a Lane Joker versus Grand Blue. If you want to see that, I can put that up as well. But for other decks, I probably will be testing very soon, and after like 2 weeks more, then we are going to get into the rating tactics, I think is what it's called, the new extra booster set that of course I'm cracking a lot because of Mega Colony and Tachikase, and because since we saw that the new Spike Brothers is kind of interesting, so I will see if I can make something from there. Probably most of them are the new cards, and then I will just see what I have stocked for my old cards, because as you know from my previous deck profile on my spikes, I already sold that deck after I make the deck profile. So I will see what I can get from there. So without further ado, let's start with this. So starting Vanguard, since this little kid and demon is like very nice, so I'm using this instead of Vermilion. And then as this deck is for me to try testing the new stuff, so I'm running 4 of the Brewfast, and I'm trying to make a deck that he can be most effective with his skill. So his first skill, once per turn, counterblast 1, then look at your deck and then select up to 3 cards that with the same name and reveal them, and then if those cards with the same name, you also have that copy in your soul. So for example, if you use this skill, search for 3 cards here, and then if in your soul you also have another one, then the next part works. So those reveal the cards, you pick 1 card, add to your hand, and the rest to your soul, and then shuffle a deck. So basically this guy is, the first skill is to help you 1, soul charge 2, second, add a card to your hand that you need, and then third, to fulfill most of the requirements from the new cards that require 3 same copy cards in your soul, so that they can be more effective or maybe effective depending on which card it is. That's why to use Brewfast to get you what you need, and also getting your soul with a better quality instead of just soul charging without knowing what you are going to soul charge. Now you know. So this skill is really great. And also the second skill, when this card attacks as a Vanguard, if you have 2 or more grade 3s in your soul, then your opponent select one of their regards and retire them during the battle. This unit will get that retired unit's power and also critical. So most of the case, you will get, for example, 6k or wait, no, so just a little bit wrong. It's not your opponent choose the regard, you choose their regard to retire, and then you gain the power and crit. So usually you will get 9k to 13k plus on this card, and then get 1 crit, because usually we don't see people actually playing those grade 1 or 2s that have 2 criticals, so they can push him to like critical 3, but usually that won't happen. So most of the time you gain a crit and hit. As a protecting clan, able to gain crit and power is really helpful. So that's why I actually do like this card, even though from what we see recently, I think Dantarian is still like the best for Dark Irregulars, and with the new cards it's actually helping him a lot. So I think I will try to update that build as well, so that I can try both ways and see which one I prefer, but I do want to try to make him work, so this deck is for him to work. And next I'm running 2 of the No Life King. Nothing to say much about him, to do a rewrite, get something great. Also, if he rewrite something from Soul, then you get a crit. So for example, Brew Fast, you can then attack and kill another unit to get another crit will be 3 crits, and this time you have power gain instead of Death Anchor just give you 1 crit and do nothing, even though you stand and attack once more. But if you don't have the power, it's not helping you that much. So I'm only running 2, mainly because I don't use the second skill that much, but it helps if I need it, and he's also another good source for soul charge, so that's great. And then I'm running 2 of the Hope of Dump. This card is a very interesting card, and I think I will see him more useful in premium, but I do want to give him a try. So what his skill is a Vanguard and Riga skill. When this card appears, if your soul has 20 or above during the turn, when your opponents call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they need to make sure the total guarding power is 20k. If not, they can't do it, basically. So most of the case is 15k plus 5, or 10 and 10, or maybe 10 plus 5 plus 5, or maybe they put up 4 of the 5k shield. That's the choice, but they need to be absolutely 20. Can't be more, can't be less. So, and it's not only when this card attacks, it's for the whole turn. So every single attack, they need to give you that much number. They need to do all the calculations, what to keep, what not to keep. Yeah, so that's really helpful when you are trying to do a finishing move, because you need 20 souls, so it takes time anyway. As long as you keep 1 in hand, then try to fill souls with like Death Anchor, with Brew Fast, and you can reach the 20. Shouldn't be that hard. And then I'm also running 1 of the 5th element, just because he can restand. So it's a very good combo with Hope of Dump, because Hope on Dump, is it? Let me quickly check the name, just making sure I'm calling him right. Let's say double rare, right? Hope on Dump, not off. Hope on Dump, yeah. So with 5th element, if you are using Death Anchor skill to ride him, he can a crit, and then if you have like 15 soul or more when he attacks and drop them all with your hand, this you stand basically all your units. So this guy gives you guard restriction, give your opponents guard restriction, so they can't do proper guarding for the whole turn, and you are going to swing with this guy at least 2 times, and maybe you are using Death Vanguard first, then you can swing at least 3 times with your Vanguard, limiting the guarding power, also your regards, and they will stand. So like this is the ideal situation that you want to finish your opponents off, and before that you keep pushing them with crits, with power, with retiring, and free up their souls. So that's my grade phase. And then for grade 2s, of course we're trying new stuff. So for Emblem Master, he is actually quite good. First skill, which I don't think I will be using it that much. When I call him as a Regard or Guardian, if my soul is 7 or more, then he will get 5k power and 5k shield. Most people, if they are using the Dantarian's build, they are looking for the shield. But the 5k power gain isn't that much I need to care of. It's good, but that's not the reason why I am actually using him. It's because of the second skill that I'm using him. When he appears at Vanguard Regard, counter +1, then select one of your unit, and then from your deck and also drop zone, you choose up to 3 cards with the same name of the unit you chosen on the field and put them into the soul. And then if you search for your deck, then of course you shuffle it. So another great piece to help you fulfill that your unit on the field that requires 3 of the same name unit in soul so that they can be stronger or they can use the effect. That's where you need it. And also another, like Brute Fast, quality soul charge. That's why I like it. And then I am running 4 of this guy, which he is called Variance Heartlick. So he's like hop on dump. When he appears, if your soul has 3 cards with the same name of this guy, and then also if your soul have 3 or more cards with different card names, and they have 3 or more cards with the same name, so they have to be all together, I think. And then until the end of turn, when your opponent need to call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they need to call 3 or more at the same time. So imagine if you use hop on dump and also use this guy, then now your opponent need to call at least 3 cards, and then they need to be total of 20. So if that card restriction usually is very hard, so they can only do like 10-5-5 and then or 4 5s, which most people don't use that much draw trigger. And then because the card restriction is counting the hands, so intercept the 5k will not be counted for the 20, which helps a lot. So it's interesting, but you just need to be careful not to use him too early. Then I'm running 3 of this girl, Icicle Resistance, I think, something like that. So her first skill is when she intercepts during the battle and then retire from the Guardian Circle, then you can put her into your soul. So another way of soul charge, even though this may make her a attacking target from opponent, but that's fine as well. And in soul, if you bind this card during the turn, one of your unit will get 10k. So if you don't have the power, you need like 10k buff, there you are. So basically this is my tools, not a lot, but I might tune it a little after a few more testing. And then entering great ones, running 4 of her, Killer Tail. I think most build that trying to do quality souls now will use her. So her skill is when you rest this unit, then you can select one of the card from the damage zone or drop zone to your soul. If you put one from damage, then you put the top card of the deck to damage face down, so to replace that. And then if your soul has 3 other same copy of this card, then you can counter charge one and stand this unit. So even though you can't use the skill again, but she can have reboost now, and you do counter charge, which is helpful. And I'm running 4 of her. This one is easier if your soul has 2 same name card of this card, then this unit will not be retired by effects and also gain 10k, and it's a forever skill, so you can even put her in front and she will get 10k, become a 7k, just stand there. And if you got a protect 2, then it will be like 22k, so basically no one gonna hit her. And you can't retire her, so unless you bind her, then she stays. And then of course I'm running for yellow bulb because it's a new card and very useful. So first skill as a regard, if this card attacks a grade 2 or higher unit, soul charge 1, during the battle he gets 5k, so 13k attacker with a soul charging skill if your opponent is grade 2 or higher. And doesn't have to be Vanguard, so you can attack their regard and do the same thing. And then second skill, when you ride on him, you can soul charge 2, and if there's 1 or more trigger unit that you soul charge, then you draw 1. So it's kind of like Grand Boost Romario, kind of like that, but you do your amount of soul charge and help you to do a little bit up your quality. So if you're getting a trigger, then you can draw a card instead, so you don't actually lose a lot of things. And then I'm running one of the Dimension Creeper, just in case I need to fill up the 20 souls, then who knows, then I can put him in, and because if he go to drop or damage, I still have like so many guys to pick him up, and then just put him back to the bottom of the deck and soul charge 3, which is easy. So last about triggers, 6 crits and then 6 draws and 4 heals, kind of basic lineup, just because I want to push my opponent at the same time to try to keep my hand size big enough. That's why I'm using this lineup. If you want to change it, of course you can. If you like more draws, then you can put in more draws, but for me, I would like a little bit more crit so that I can push damage. And sometimes for early game, if I ride on brute fast, I might just end my opponent there, so at least I won't have the chance. Yep, so that's it for this deck profile. Let me know what your thoughts. Do you actually like Bufas? Is like his way of playing is feeling what you want to play as a Dark Irregulars player, or you prefer to keep soul charging like Dentarian and then keep your high power columns and hit people hard? Because even in this deck, if you want, you can still put in like Doreen's, but at the moment I can't find space here. That's why I'm using, for example, her instead, because her power is forever, and as long as I got 2 copies of her in soul, and then I can at least have 2 of her to use. Else, like Doreen's, if I can't soul charge, she's just kind of powerless, so I prefer something more stable. And this deck is good for both Protect 1 and 2, so feel free to try it and let me know what you think. And I'll see if I can put some fight videos up with this deck, or maybe I will tune it a little bit and then show some fights. I don't know, but we'll see. So before the next video, I will see you guys next time. Signing off.